Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember that this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It could be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. Also, make sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and or your Venus placements. If those are dominant in your chart, then they will also resonate with you. Okay, they can give you some extra additional clarity. And I do want to take a brief moment here to just thank all of those of you guys who joined my Instagram live over the past few days. I know it was a little bit rowdy. I was in a different location, but it was so much fun to do a little bit of a back and forth here, question, answers. I was pretty amazed and pretty impressed, which made me really happy, of course, to get so much engagement. I'm actually going to probably turn it into a podcast of some sort, because it was so enjoyable. So you can follow me on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to be going live more often. You can see the link down here at Gena Moon Official. All right, let's see. You are starting with the dominant energy of the drumroll. And you have your intuition. Oh, okay, and that wanted to flip out, so we'll take it. You're getting two today. So you have your intuition and visionary. Let's start off with this one. It says here, intuition, light bulb moments of realization, direct knowledge from source without rational thought, a deep knowing and understanding without evidence. So, this is all about your intuition, opening up to your intuition, not disconnecting from it. If you've been too much in your mind, overthinking a situation to the point where you're still confused, that means that now you need to go in here, right? Open up your heart, open up your intuition to see what you feel about it, right? And it's kind of like, it's not that feeling of like emotion. It's more so it's like sensations, right? It's like the gut instinct. So this is all telling you that your intuition is going to guide you to where you need to be, what you need to know, the answers, okay, the solution to whatever you're experiencing right now, etc. There are candles here on this image, so do some meditation if you haven't done meditating recently. Whatever works for you. Everyone is different. So if meditation works for you, it gets you into the zone of, tapping into yourself again, reconnecting with the essence of who you are. If you've been disconnected and just kind of like on overdrive, overthinking about the situation on the outside, then it's a time for you to reflect, take a walk out in nature, whatever works for you. For some, it could be that you need a massage. You can go get some Reiki healing. You could listen to some meditational music, relax a little bit, take some time off, whatever works for you to open up that intuition, okay? Instead of overthinking, overanalyzing. I've got to do this, I've got to do that, okay? Now it comes with a secondary message. It says here, it finally dawned on me, or it's finally dawning on me, why I feel so drawn to this person, situation, career, whatever it is that you're going through right now. It's going to finally dawn on you why that person has such a pull, okay? Why that connection, why that situation, that environment, that place. It could be a job, it could be an opportunity, it could be an idea, right? You might be kind of like saying to yourself, oh my God, should I invest in that idea? Maybe you have an idea, but you're like talking yourself out of it. Listen to your intuition. Why is your intuition guiding you towards it? Is your intuition guiding you towards it, or have you been overanalyzing the situation? So it's finally going to dawn on you why you feel so connected and so drawn to a person, place, thing, idea, whatever that is, okay? And why it is so intense that it even scares you, right? So this could be related to a connection that maybe you feel drawn to or towards, a job, a career. You might be feeling drawn towards, a passion, a new passion or an old one. You could be drawn to a place. You're like, I don't know why I want to visit that place, but it calls my attention. It draws my attention in. So there's something there where it draws you in, but it also kind of scares you. Perhaps there are some subconscious, self-worth issues that you need to work on, as far as why is it that you're being drawn towards it, but why are you also feeling afraid of it? Okay, I'm starting to understand, and I will soon start to get a deeper understanding of my fears and my overwhelming emotion towards this person, place, or thing. So it's not until you tap into your intuition that you will understand why you're being so drawn towards that person, place, thing, idea, whatever that is. You also have here the number 47. How does the number 47 resonate for you? Does it have a significance for you? The number 4 plus 7 is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if you see the number 11, 11 somewhere, again, that is all about listening to your intuition. Whenever you see the angel number, the guidance number of 1111, it usually means you're on the right track. There's something here that you need to pay attention to. Pay attention to what you were thinking at that moment, what you were doing, who you just spoke to, you know, that kind of vibe, what you were feeling in that moment that you saw 1111. And that will be the kind of like, you know, the first step towards your guidance. So 1111, very important number. Something also may have happened on the 11th of this month that is pertaining to this reading as well, something important. So again, listen to your intuition. And secondary message, it says here, visionary, feeling hopeful and empowered, thinking positively moving forward, beginning to think about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. So a visionary, you know, this is all about you. Once you tap into your intuition, now start to visualize yourself, you know, in that relationship, in that connection, in that job, career, in that whatever it is, right? That new place that you want to visit. In this image, there is a woman who is at the beach and she's looking out into the horizon, the sun, the sunset perhaps, okay? So the number 36 here, how does the number 36 resonate for you? Also number 6 plus 3, 36 is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9. So success, once you do this, you will succeed. If you start to plan ahead with your vision, right? Imagination, use your imagination to plan your future, to plan where you want to be in life at this particular moment or who you want to be with. It says here, I'm finally seeing and understanding everything that I'm feeling hopeful for the future. I'm envisioning this situation coming back into my life or a person coming back into your life while continuously working on myself. So whether this is somebody here who is continuously working on themselves in order to come closer to you and they're envisioning having you in their lives again, okay, or for the first time, or this could be you. You started envisioning, you know, you need to start envisioning, or maybe you have already started to envision, you know, where you want to be in life, how you want to be, where you want to be, with who you want to be with, right? So practice intuition, opening up to that, and also practice using your imagination and your visualization so that you can manifest something that you've been wanting. Now we're going to be going into your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity, also what is in your challenge position, and how to overcome that challenge. Remember, let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates for you. Even if it's just commenting down an emoji, you guys, it really helps support me and my channel, because you know the YouTube algorithm has been acting a little funny on my channel. I've been receiving, again, messages, comments from people saying that they're not seeing my videos even though they're subscribed. So unsubscribe, resubscribe, click that notification bell and hit all. Okay, hopefully that will fix it for you. But again, if you do want to support the channel, if you do enjoy these readings, I encourage you, comment down below, even if it's just letting me know with an emoji, okay, how this reading resonated for you. And also, of course, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Let's go ahead and see. You are, right now, you could be dealing with the sign of, I see the sign of Capricorn coming through the reading. I'm also seeing here the sign of Taurus, the sign of Aquarius as well. Whatever other sign this is, however, it doesn't have to be necessarily any of these. But at the bottom of the deck, you have here the 3 of Cups. Okay, with the 3 of Cups here, this is all about celebration, right? It's all about you getting ready, preparing to celebrate with your friends, with your family members, with new people, putting yourself out there. If you get invited to a festivity, a celebration, say yes. You're going to meet new people, right? This is all about using your intuition to see, you know, how you can create this new version of you, this new version of your life, whatever that is for you. Now, we're going to see what this is all about, what this all pertains to, but this is all about celebration, gathering with friends, family members, etc. Now, let's go ahead and jump into your challenge position first. So in your challenge position, you have here the 6 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So this is basically saying that, yeah, in your challenge during this week, it's going to be a little bit hard for you, challenging for you to either receive the help that you've been wanting to manifest, because, again, you have been overthinking the situation. It's all about you tapping into your intuition in order to get the help that you need, whether it's financial help, whether it's emotional help, whatever kind of help that is. Okay, so I'm also seeing here that for some of you guys, it might be a little bit difficult for you to want to help somebody else. Maybe you're not financially stable right now if that person wants you to help them. And or it could just be the fact that for some of you, if you are in a relationship or any kind of a connection, could also be career related, job, family, friends, whatever else area of your life that is, somebody here is making the other person feel like they're being breadcrumbed, right? So even though that person, yeah, they're there, right? They're kind of there, kind of not there. Somebody here is feeling like somebody is not giving enough to the connection, to the situation. If this is a job situation, perhaps you feel like you're not getting paid enough. You feel like your boss keeps kind of like dangling the carrot in front of you and saying, yeah, don't worry, next month, you know, or yeah, it'll come, right? Yeah, you're going to get that position at some point. Just keep working harder, right? And you're like, okay, I keep taking on all this responsibility. Or if it's a relationship, you keep doing all the work, all the effort. You're the one, you know, kind of like really putting in your heart, your all, and you feel like this other person situation is not giving equally to you. You might feel breadcrumb. You might feel a little bit of resentment kind of coming up to the surface, right? Because when one person gives all of themselves, but then they don't receive that back, at some point there will be a little bit of resentment if they're not fully aware of what's happening, right? If their point of awareness is not yet fully developed, or you know, it's at a low vibration, at a low frequency, this person might be starting to kind of think very negatively about that person, when in reality, it's themselves who are overgiving of themselves to the situation, because they feel like, okay, fine, you know, it's like being stuck in an illusion, right? It's like, are you staying in a situation because somebody promised you to give you something, to do something, when right now they're not? It's like there's an unfulfilled promise here. There's a person here who is showing up saying, oh, I love you, I want to do this for you, I want to pay you this much, right? Whatever area of your life this is, career, family, friends, whatever else, love, and somebody here is not really showing up. Okay, it's like all talk, and there is nothing to show. For others of you, it could be a person here who might be all about the money. Okay, it could be a person who is very focused in on just getting money, making money, but they're not really involved emotionally into the situation. For others, it could just be the fact that there is a lack of stability, either a lack of financial stability, whether it's you and you, right? You feel like you're not really stable financially. For others, it could be that this other individual might be asking you for help financially, you know, but they're not really putting in from their part. Okay, it could be any of those. And for others, it could be that there is a connection here that is not stable, right? That it's like somebody here may have promised, yeah, we're going to be official. You know, you thought that this was going to become something more. And right now somebody here is either acting uncommittal, not committing, or they're not really taking something seriously. There could be money involved in here for some of you guys, but I also see emotions involved. Again, let me know in the comments below. Is this happening in career, love life, finances, friends, whatever this is? It says here, telepathy. Do you hear me talking to you? I need you close to me right now. Please respond. So you and another person are telepathically communicating with one another, whether you have not yet express yourself to this person and you expect them to just kind of pick up on your vibration. Okay, I feel that there's a telepathic type of communication going on here. Okay, for others of you guys, it might be a little bit challenging for you to pick up on what they are trying to tell you vibrationally, frequency wise, because right now you're overthinking. You're over here instead of being in here. So somebody here is trying to communicate with the other, whether you towards them, them towards you. I feel like it's them towards you, right? It says here, do you hear me talking to you? I need you close to me right now, so please respond, telepathy. Now at the bottom of this other deck, you have your fragmentation. Until we make our shadows conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. So that basically means that there is some kind of a person who is realizing that they're not all in. Okay, they're not all in, they're not all okay. And this is saying, until we make our shadows conscious, this individual might be wearing a mask, right? A false mask of being okay, of wanting something, but in reality, there's fragmentation. There's still things that they need to work on, that you need to work on, because it says we. And until you both make your shadows conscious, then until then, you will continue to hurt each other, yourselves, others, until you guys, heal. There's a need for healing here. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what's going on in the recent past. So in the recent past here, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So in the recent past, there was some kind of an energy where something came to be because it was destined to be. You put in the work, you put in the effort, and it happened. It happened for you. You felt lucky, you felt happy. You felt like you had good luck on your side, whether it was a relationship that came in, a connection, a job offer, money, whatever it is. You felt very blessed. You were like, oh my God, yes, my blessings are coming in. It was destined to be yours because of something good that you had done in the past. Now, I'm also seeing here that somebody started to become a little bit hard to deal with, difficult to deal with in a situation, whether this was career, family, friends, finances, whatever this was. I feel here that somebody was very defensive, right? Always wanting to argue, always wanting to fight for something. And I feel that at some point you had to draw the line. Somebody here drew the line. Even though there was money being offered here, a commitment being offered, whether you offered the commitment was offered to you, there was still a little bit of a sense of somebody being very stubborn. Okay, now I feel that there was a divine connection here in the recent past. You made me realize that we are one. Meet me in the stars tonight. So I feel like you guys definitely started to connect at a very deep 5D level, even though maybe on the surface 3D level, you guys may have been feeling challenged by each other, but at the 5D level, you guys really connected, right? It's kind of like those connections where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't understand this person. They're so, difficult to deal with. They're this, they're that, all of these flaws, right? But then you go home, you go to bed, and you feel this divine connection to them. You feel like it's almost as if you were kind of telepathically sensing their goodness, the good part of them, the good side of them. Could have been that this person was unhealed. Could have been that this person was still dealing with some kind of toxic behavior. Okay, whether you towards them towards you. Okay, you take the reading however it resonates. Let me know in the comments below also. Now, in your present energies, you have here the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, and the Devil. Okay, so right now, currently speaking, I do see here that there is some kind of commitment, whether it's you committed to a job, to a career, to a family member, to a friend. This could be a lover, a loved one. But I see a higher level of commitment here. However, in this higher level of commitment, I also see a little bit of kind of fear, okay? And that fear is stemming from something unhealed. It's become very toxic. Right now, something is very toxic in a type of commitment, whether again career related, family, friends, whatever this is. But I'm also seeing here that somebody is very wounded. It's like a wounded person, a wounded connection, a wounded situation. And even though there is love there is a connection, there is a desire to want to be there, whether it's at a job, with a person, with a friend, at a location, there is still these unhealed parts of you, of them, of the connection that still need healing because there's still something toxic, right? Now, somebody here may be numbing, right? Numbing, whatever pain is coming up to the surface with things that are not good for them, whether it's, numbing the pain with drugs, alcohol, with addictions, any kind of addiction, okay, that becomes toxic. It could be for a very small group of you guys. It could be a third party, but not for everybody because I'm not seeing too many signs of that. I'm just seeing something toxic, okay? Now, also here, moonlight. It says the moon represents your emotions. Moonlight is a reflection of your love. So there is love here. Whenever you look out at the moon, I feel like there is a lot of heightened emotions right now. Right now is not a time to make big decisions because everything is up in the air. Right now, the emotions are very heightened, okay? And right now, it's a time for reflection instead. We're going to see what that's all about. You can also let me know in the comments below. In the near future, you have here the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. So in the near future, I do see here that somebody's going to start to panic and worry and like, oh my God, sleepless nights. They can't sleep at night. There's going to be some kind of an energy there of feeling paranoid. What if this ends up happening? What if that ends up happening, right? That kind of vibe. I'm sensing that what is needed here is to put in more work and more effort into healing. Somebody here has been avoiding doing the shadow work, doing the healing, whether it's because you're too busy with work, you've got a lot going on. It is essential for somebody here to do the healing. And I feel like for a lot of you, it could be you. Okay. Now I'm seeing here that if you do the healing, there's going to be your third eye that's going to start opening up. Your intuition is going to start opening up. Opportunities are going to start opening up. Your third eye will never be able to forget what your heart will realize about the situation and how your heart will be able to heal. The true love that you feel for somebody, or the true love that somebody here feels for you, because sometimes on the surface when you're dealing with connections, people that are unhealed, it kind of translates over into a different kind of language. I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you are in a relationship, right? And that person is very toxic. That person is very mean. They ignore you. You feel rejected, etc. But when you go home, you feel that they're unhealed. You're like, okay, well, I know this person's been through a lot, and you realize that them acting that way is based on a part of them that has gone unhealed. Okay. And so what this is saying is that if you do the work, if you do your own healing, by default, you're going to be able to also heal that person, because everybody is a reflection of you. Right? So it's not about you trying to help that person to the point where you lose yourself. A lot of people do that. It's not about you trying to heal that person to the point where, you lose connection with yourself because you're so in their energy. It's about you bringing back that energy onto you and doing yourself the inner healing. And by default, that connection has to change. It has to heal because you are now healed. You basically enter a different timeline. You enter a different vibration, a different frequency when you start to do the healing. So instead of doing the work on the outside, right? Instead of doing the work, the effort on the outside, you need to do it within. Okay. And I know, as cliche as this might sound, but that's the way that you will eventually start to heal. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump into your opportunity. So here in your opportunity, you have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. So part of your opportunity has to do with you finally letting go and releasing that which does not serve you. People, places, old programs that have perhaps served you in some kind of way at some point in your life. Okay, because they helped you heal, they helped you survive in some kind of experience. Okay, but it's time to let those go. Okay, for a lot of you, it could be disconnecting from people, like I said, places, situations around you that no longer serve you. And how will you know? Because those connections, environments, situations, things, bring down your energy. They make you feel drained. By the time that you get home and maybe you met up with that person, or you just saw that person, you feel like so exhausted, you feel so drained. Instead of feeling motivated, inspired, happy, right, full of energy, you feel quite the opposite. And that's how you will know what environments, people, places, things you need to basically sage out of your life, right? Even if it's temporarily, even if it's just you kind of placing a little bit of a distance. If you live with that person, it could be, just kind of changing up your schedule so that you have some time to yourself, to reflect, to heal, to think things through, so that you're not always consistently connecting to that environment, to that person, place, or thing. You will have this opportunity to do just that, okay? To drop some kind of burden, some kind of stress that you've been carrying for quite a while. But of course, it's up to you to do that. You will also have an opportunity to finally choose between two things, people, situations, or do you stay, do you go, do you say yes, do you say no, do you travel, do you not, right? There's going to be a huge opportunity for you to take the time to plan for your future. Visionary, right? You have here, envision how you want your future to look like, because you can actually manifest it. So you're going to have a big opportunity to make a decision between to things, to people, to situations, and make sure that when you make this decision, it's not something that feels good right now. I'm not saying that it has to feel bad right now. No. Typically, these types of big decisions have a great impact on your future. And typically, they don't feel too good in the moment. But eventually, because you're a visionary, right, you will know, okay, maybe this situation, if I do this, if I make this decision, if I cut off this person, if I stop talking to that person, if I, leave that job, if I leave that connection, if whatever it is, right? It may not feel good in the moment, but you can envision yourself having a better future without them, right? Outside of that environment. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm seeing here that also you're going to have an opportunity to heal some kind of regret, some kind of sorrow, some kind of disappointment, whether it's regret, sorrow, disappointment, whatever this is, okay, sadness, that kind of vibe, you're going to have an opportunity to heal all of that, okay? Now, I'm also seeing here sweets. So I see part of the opportunity, you're going to get an opportunity to, it says, sweets, you are like candy, cake, and chocolate. The decadence of your soul makes me melt. I feel like you're going to meet somebody who's very sweet, okay? It could be a new person. It could be a person here that you already know. For others of you guys, you will be able to just kind of like indulge a little bit in sweet things that make you happy. It could be that maybe you've been kind of disconnected from things that you really want to enjoy in life, but you've been kind of telling yourself, no, I can't enjoy that, right? I can't enjoy myself right now because I need to resolve this. So I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to finally enjoy yourself in some kind of way. And if it's a person here, you will be meeting somebody here who is very sweet to you, okay? It can also be that this person feels that, your soul just makes them melt, because when you reconnect with the essence of who you are, people perceive you differently. Okay, that's why it's, in spirituality, we say that there are different versions of ourselves. There are different versions of you, right? If you heal, there's a healed version of you. And therefore, that healed version of you will attract new people, places, opportunities, situations, and that's what I'm talking about here. Now we're going to go into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.